So, it looks like for May there's going to be a lot of travel and movement going on for you. This could be in relation to career, but because of the presence of the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Cups, it's looking like it's in relation to your love life. So perhaps there is a water sign that you're really interested in. That's why we have the Knight of Cups here in the present. Or that could represent your emotional energies. The Knight of Cups is dreamy and romantic. And the foundational energy is the Ten of Cups, which is telling me that if you are having any challenges or any obstacles this month that you're really trying to work through, it's going to have a gentleness around it, a sense of ease around it. So you're still going to feel emotionally on top of your game, despite what changes are going on around you. Because we have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands here above the reading, which is in your present position, the Knight of Wands is one of the travel cards, but it could also indicate that there is a fire sign that you're also considering, especially because we have the Two of Crystals here in the future, which is often about juggling, but also, kind of going back and forth in your mind over two different people, two different relationships, or two different paths. Which one do I decide? Which way do I go? And we have the Three of Swords here in the past. So perhaps there could have been some kind of heartache or pain around one of these relationships. If the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands is the same person, because they're both knights, which means they're equals. It could represent the same person. Perhaps they have a lot of water and fire in their charts. But that's in the past. So this month of May, the cards are really asking you to leave that in the past. Whatever wounds or whatever miscommunication you had in your relationship, it's really asking you to leave that fully in the past and really embrace the Ten of Cups energy this month, which is really about joy, happiness, family, love. So really embrace that energy this month and really let the Three of Swords be in the past. Just going to pull some clarifiers. What does Virgo need to know about these two knights here? What does Virgo need to know about the two knights here? The Two of Cups. So, if this is not the same person, and these are two different people, you are going to be making a decision this month about which person you want to be with. Just with the presence of the Ten of Cups and the Two of Cups in this reading, I really love this card, the Two of Cups here. I don't know if you can see it better. It's just really beautiful. This combination can also speak to kind of a spiritual union, or a spiritual connection, especially with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, the wands are all about spirituality and fire. So perhaps this person could be awakening something in you towards the middle of the month, or when you're kind of mulling over this decision. They could be awakening something inside you spiritually, or this could just be, a romantic offer from someone this month that you're really considering. Another interpretation of the Two of Crystals and the Two of Cups is also kind of indicative of a soulmate relationship in your midst, whether or not you're fully consciously aware of it or not. So just kind of be on the lookout for that. Just going to pull a clarifier for the Three of Swords in the past. Just Virgo need to know about the Three of Swords in the past. The Moon. So yeah, I think that there was definitely probably some miscommunication or misunderstandings in your relationship in the past, which has caused for you to be or feel really uncertain about your relationship. But I think that this month of May is when that is really going to be healed and is really going to set you on a new path, one that is full of love, and you have clarity around, where this person stands, where you stand, and how you can move forward together. So just going to pull a clarifier for the Two of Crystals in the future. Does Virgo need to know about the Two of Crystals in the future? The Ten of Swords. So, with the presence of the two tens here, I think that is indicative of a big change happening in your relationship this month. There is going to be a full, your relationship's going to come full circle. The Ten of Swords can often mean endings, but because of the presence of all the other positive cards in this reading, I think the only thing that is ending is either indecisiveness about this person and this relationship, or really severing ties with the past and deciding to move forward in a really confident way in regards to your relationship. If there are two suitors that you are considering, I think you're going to come to a final decision this month about these two people or this one person. But you're going to feel really good about your decision because the Ten of Cups is your foundational or overall energy for the month in combination with the Knight of Cups. So, I'm just going to pull a Shamanic Healing card for the sign of Virgo for May 2018. Anger. So, I think whatever anger or resentment you're holding on to with the Moon and the Three of Swords here, it's going to be really important for you to let that go in order for you to really make a good decision about your relationship. Because I think if we do hold on to any kind of anger or resentment, it really clouds our judgment, and we really can't make a good decision for ourselves. So, I'm just going to read what this card means. A very strong and primal emotion, anger sometimes catches us by surprise. At other times, it seethes just under the surface, simmering a while before it finally boils over, scalding anyone who is close. Anger is based in fear. Fear of loss of control, fear of not being loved, fear of being judged, fear of being not enough. When anger enters our life, be it yours or someone else's, go beneath the surface and try to address the real fear that has triggered it. Anger doesn't just go away without addressing the underlying fear. So, I think, given that we have the Moon and the Three of Swords here in the past, if there is a healing needed in your relationship, and you are holding a little bit of resentment or anger towards this person, I think this month you're really going to need to sever that anger, put it behind you, know that it has served its purpose, because what you really want is the Two of Cups here, which is a blessed union. So let it go. Try to think about how fear could be holding you back in achieving your true desires this month, and how you can really go within and change that. I'm just going to pull a Rumi card for the sign of Virgo. Love guides us through travails that seem improbable, if not impossible. But it does not shy away from any challenge, from any cause. It cannot. It is just not love's way. Love says to us there's always another way, and you are receiving this guidance now. Perhaps you are scratching your head quizzically or in deep despair because you appear to have met a dead end, a frowning no, or a dismissive laugh upon your quest to bring love alive. So then, do you choose to believe in love or in the death of sorts that your heart faces? So you are guided to accept the closed doors, cry whatever needs to be cried. This oracle comes to a message for you. You may feel as though you've been wandering in a desert for many years with no oasis in sight. You might feel that you've been through darkness, through trials, and endured confusion and uncertainty as you sought for your truth, sought for divine revelation, and sought your purpose to confirm your plans. So seek no more. The answers are now given, or very soon will be, and the life, the passion, the purpose will all come to you in clarity. Let life come to you. Be prepared to let the old version of your life pass away into the new life that is now being born. It means letting go of your striving, your opinions, your doubts, your despair, and your fears. Life wants to happen through you. You don't have to do much other than get out of your own way. Love is your nature. Let it flourish. This oracle also brings a particular message regarding divine timing, that oh so significant factor in our dreams coming to life. Your time is fast approaching. It may even be now. It may seem least likely to you. There may be great darkness or confusion, and yet the unveiling of the new dawn is closest to the deepest darkness of night. Do not turn your back or away from your progress. Your very next steps shall be upon hallowed ground, rendered golden by the rays of the rising sun. So I think in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, the image that was coming to mind was the traditional artwork for the Ten of Swords, which is showing someone pinned to the ground with Ten of Swords in his back, but the sun is rising in the distance. So I think with the Ten of Swords energy here in that card, I think that it's always darkest right before the dawn. So if there has been some struggles in your relationship and there's been a lot of uncertainty around a specific relationship, I think that given this reading, that fear is something that is going to be quite heavily, it's going to be a main theme this month. So whether it's your fear or your partner's fear, I really challenge you this month to sit and journal and think about what fear means to you, and if there are any fears that you have regarding love, and if there's anything that you can do to overcome those fears or change your behaviors so that you can allow love to enter your life.